Can I just, before we go right into the either or fight?
Okay.
I just want to tell a quick story.
Okay, go.
Related to Joe Hill, I saw his brother.
Oh, that's right.
Owen King.
Owen King.
About half a week ago up in...
Hi, Owen King.
Hi, Owen.
He's met you.
If you remember me, I'd be surprised. But you were great. Thanks.
We're assuming he's listening.
I really hope he is.
We're gonna tag his name on this, so hopefully he'll find it. So I went up to Pasadena to his book signing, and I just have to say I had one of the best times. It was a really good book signing. But I want to talk about these people who showed up early.
Yeah.
They're clearly very, very eager fans, what we call the alpha fan.
Yeah, okay.
And they all came in with jackets on and white T-shirts underneath. Not particularly exciting. Oh, did I miss?
You did tell us. Yeah.
No,
but go ahead. Keep going.
So they come in, and they all... I was the first one in the front row, and then they all sit on either side of me. And they say, oh, would you mind washing our stuff? And I said, oh, I wouldn't mind at all. And so they take their jackets off, hang them on the back. And that's the first time that I see what's printed on the shirt. And I will say in parentheses, this is the most homoerotic thing I've ever seen that I want to own.
Okay.
It's a white shirt with black print. Across the chest it says, "We are what we are."
Yeah.
And then underneath it is a very realistic drawing of a satyr, i.e. a goat man, half goat, who has got his knees drawn up in the full up position, wanking the hugest pre-coming cock I have ever seen in my life. It was aggressively real. And I just said, that's a really great shirt. And because what else do you say to... It was like 8 people all wearing identical shirts. And they said, oh, thanks. Why don't you find us on Facebook and I'll sell you one.
They have their own Facebook?
They apparently
This cult?
This cult. Well, here's the thing. It gets more into it. Because this is a reference to Double Feature, Owen's new book.
Yeah.
I recommend you go out and read it. I haven't finished it. It's very good so far. But, so Owen comes and does his reading, where he does an excellent phone sex scene from his novel. And he does that, and he signs the book, and he's very nice, very friendly. Couldn't like him more. And I also am now 1 degree of separation away from Stephen King, so...
Yeah, for those who don't know, Ian's met all of Stephen King's family except Stephen King.
Might as well, yes.
I have to meet Stephen now.
That will be magical.
It'll be a magical moment.
I want to be with you when it happens.
I want to be...
So that you can watch me cry?
Yeah.
But so as I'm coming out, I've got my signed books and all that, and it's been a great night. And I get a ride from my grandparents out of Pasadena. And they pull up to the front of the bookstore, and behind me are the 8 people who one at a time file out wearing the T-shirts. And I don't really think much of it, because it's funny, it's a good time, but, you know, a lot of other stuff has just happened. I get in the car, and my gran, she turns around to me at some point, and she says, does Owen King write occult books? And I said, occult books? And she said, yeah, you know, like...
And they're down with the devil.
Yeah, she thought he was a Satanist.
Like Nixon.
Does he...
And I love Two Best Friends play. That's who I was doing. That's the voice wrong.
You know what people should reference? When people reference Two Best Friends play, which is amazing web show, by the way. Oh, I love it. It just... Nixon.
I love you, Matt and Pat. Wooly, you're okay. Right? I like
Leon,
fighting games. That's why I think
you're okay. You're okay.
Liam, you got him through Metroid.
That's it. That's all you got going for you.
So I'm like, no, he's not a Satanist. He's not a cult. He just writes like literature, like regular fiction, you know?
Yeah.
And it took me a while to realize that, oh, she saw those shirts. She must have thought like I was in some devil sex cult in a bookstore. Like I just... she can't, but she's you know, from a generation that hates black and gay people, so the idea of genitals on a shirt is way too... my grandson must have just come from a sex orgy with Satan. It's the...
He's down with the devil. Because the devil loves kids. Because the kids love the devil.
You're gonna love it.
Well, we'll do with these shirts. We'll put the devil on them. And the kids will buy them. And the kids will love them.
Because the devil's half man and half goat. Clearly he is. With a huge wank, and he's gonna jerk off all his semen off.
Oh, I love the devil.
I like Nixon talking about wanking. That's
He's gonna go wreck out the place.
Futurama reference.
Yay!
Oh, we're sorry. It's
canceled.
And then next year.
It shouldn't have been.
And then next year.
And then next year it'll come back.
Yeah,
and
next year on
everything will be
Lifetime.
fine.
Good news, everyone.
Lifetime?
Yeah.
It's only going to be about Leela, and it's going to be about how she was raised.
Well, they need to. Yeah.
That's all it
They
is.
need to close the Leela and Fry thing.
They really do.
They might as well.
I think they should
We
get
know
married.
how it ends.
Yeah, they really need to get
Just need to
just
see
closure.
it. 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
But no, that was me meeting Owen, and I'm so excited. And Bold Inc., we're gonna probably cover Joe Hill. We're gonna meet Joe Hill.
That's right.
We are.
I really hope I can.
If you bail out, I will be very disappointed
I have-
in you.
Well, no, actually, I don't think I have testing that day.
I want to go. I would love it.
Yeah, I'll try to go.
Good.
And definitely.
Good.
And Joe Hill, if you're listening to our first one, we will meet you.
We're just assuming every big figure in writing's listening to us.
Every important person. I'm assuming Kevin Smith is listening to this. Kevin,
Yes.
I really love you. Love is such a strong word.
I love the way you look. I love the way you write. I love the way you smell.
No,
I
but
love the
seriously,
way...
Kevin Smith, you are great. In fact, we wouldn't be doing this, as I said before, if it wasn't for you. Comic Book Man, I think, is fantastic. I started a club at the school where a lot of the questions are derived from your show just because they are really interesting. And I think you are fantastic. Clerks got me into hockey. It got me into that kind of...
Clerks?
I shit you not. That was the reason I love hockey now.
Clerks
It's a great
got me into life. I wasn't into life anymore, but Clerks 2, Mallrat, and Jersey Girl. Yes, Jersey Girl, Kevin Smith. Remember that. Yes, that got me into
He
life.
can't forget that. For those of you who don't know, Nick actually was China doll in a cupboard for the first 15 years until he was brought to life by a genie.
Magical genie named Jeff.
Who was
Jeff the Genie.
Jeff the Genie.
Who was played by Robin Williams.
Yes.
Oh, look at this. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Hey, look at this lamp.
Look at this lamp. Look at this lamp. It turns on and off.
Oh, yes.
Be my friend Robin Williams.
Look, a pan, Peter Pan. Oh, take me to Neverland.
Great, now we're doing Family Guy. Seth MacFarlane, you're great.
Maybe we should just stop naming.
Yeah, let's just start
references.
doing
Yeah,
this.
let's...
And leave it as a mystery.
Any nerd.
I just don't want to get sued.
Yeah,
Just is my
I really don't want to get sued.
I take it as just leave the references to the people who want to try that hard.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to take it up with us, we just say it's homage.
Homage.
Air quotes, homage.
Yes, air
Yeah.
quotes.
Air quotes, homage.
So I think we took care of the legal matters.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
went
That's-
out the name.
Dusted.
Yes. Oh. No, we're going to court for something.
Yeah.
So where are we going with?
I completely forgot what the absolute end result.
Oh, the genie who summoned Nick from the cupboard.
Yes.
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 Jeff the Genie, who was a spin-off of a pilot that we had written together.
Yes.
Well, you will remember.
Simon, the
Simon.
Canadian midget.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and I wish we had time for
Who
that
is
one.
albino?
Who is albino? What would if we had time for that? What would Simon say to the genie? Nick, what would that sound like?
What would it sound like? The genie's here. He's here in this room. Fuck. He's here somewhere.
That midget is really frustrated.
Confused.
He's really
Confused by what's in front of him. He doesn't know who Robin Williams is because he's Canadian.
That's the biggest gap of all. They don't have Robin Williams in Canada.
Worst part is he doesn't know what a genie is because he is albino. All albinos don't know what
All
genie
albinos. Let's just invent more stereotypes, shall we?
What about Albanians? Let's make up some shit about them.
Their elevators are really small.
Croatians, they're very short with you. They don't have any time for foolishness.
What's the guys with the alpacas who are?
Oh, but Bolivians?
Are they Bolivian? Oh, I don't think they're
Or
Bolivians.
Peruvians.
Peruvians. There you go. Peruvians have laser vision.
Yes, they
all
do.
of it,
All Peruvians. They just choose not to show it to fuck around with you.
No, they don't.
And God, when you ask one to do it for you, just to warm up a cold cup of coffee, and they don't do it for you,
Yeah.
it sucks.
It does. It does.
It's really
It
bad.
really sucks.
I mean, we should point out that this is...
Do
this
it
is-
for me, Peruvians.
This is a riff that we've been going off in a long time, because I'll make a point right now. There's a list of kind of 2 key words that people hold in their head about certain countries.
Yeah.
People who think about Germans are just 2 words.
Misunderstood.
You know, it's like the French are ignorant and smelly.
And snobby.
The English are stuffy and I don't know,
Just
repressed.
really stuffy, yeah.
The Americans are fat and stupid.
Don't
Canadian.
forget lazy. Canadians have actually pretty good stereotypes, like in
Really nice.
retrospect.
The ones that are really nice and
they're
clean.
Really nice, clean. They say sorry all the time.
They're
buy
friendly.
Yeah.
And they're strong
They're afraid of
They
the dark.
are.
because they're good at hockey.
And also they have one of the most bustling economies in the world right now.
Yes, and great health care. I hate you, Canada.
Why do you get again, this is a political thing,
Yeah.
but you're wrong. Why? Why can't we have it? It's
Why do they get the good things?
this. I mean, I know we're running out
At
of
least we
time,
don't have
so
the
we
cold.
we can't.
We gotta wrap this up in one giant.
So why don't we
Stop mentioning that it's the end of the show.
Why don't we end on the up note of none of us will ever live to see healthcare in America? I think
Well,
that's a cheery one.
Yes, that is.
It's not a joke. It's a statement of fact.
Let's all close out the show remembering Ron Paul getting applause from the RNC for saying if a man who is dying of cancer hadn't bought healthcare, he deserves to die for the betterment of the economy. Let's all.
That's all I remember that. I remember that.
That's good.
It was thunderous applause, and I didn't think I would be making that kind of statement, but now it's out there. I'm making a statement that.
We're doing that now, man.
Quick, say something nice about America so we don't get shit.
America, it's the only place I can actually say shit like this.
That's so not true.
It's not true, but most countries I can't talk.
I think this is the place where
If
people.
I'm doing it here, they'll go, oh, it's just, he's American.
This is the place where some people tend to abuse the First Amendment.
Yes.
Freedom of speech. They assume. Yes, you.
I've used the hell
We
out
just
of it.
assume that we could just say anything, and even though we should think about what we're saying first.
It's my.
But that's not the American way.
It's my First Amendment right to be able to shout fire in a crowded theater.
Yeah.
I should be able to say
I've
that.
done that several times.
Second, I should start a religion where I have to sacrifice people nonstop, left
yes,
and right.
And yes, while people are mad at me for yelling fire, they'll go, well, at one point there is going to be a fire. And he's going to yell, and we're going to, oh, thank you. Thank you for being aware. Thank you for caring about
my religion,
me.
the deity is going to be a skinned baby. That's going to be mine. A skinned baby.
I think we should start off our next podcast with discussing our religious views.
Whoa! It's going to
We're making friends.
This is not going to get controversial at all. Nope. This is going to be a neutral standpoint. No biased opinions on it at all.
I genuinely thought that the majority of this would be comic based, and we will eventually get to who would win a fight.
Yeah.
But we got to more interesting things.
Who will Green Lantern fight in our scenario?
Oh yeah, we never got
never
to that.
know.
The Flash.
The Flash?
Flash.
I think that's happened already. I can't name the comic, though.
Ultraman.
Let's do that. Green Lantern versus Ultraman.
Deal.
All right. Next time on Bolding, Green Lantern versus
Ultraman.
Ultraman.
But until next time, we really have to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, away to the Petercopter!
Yes! All right, where's that hot pocket?
Okay.
I need the hot pocket.